Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I bid to the lecturers. So today I'll be representing for the subject of manufacturing sustainability. I'm Adrana from Group 4 along with my friend Atira, Jaman, Razmi and Adila. We'll be presenting about our project which the product we choose is actually a torchlight. So for introduction, in Cambridge Dictionary, torchlight actually brings the mean that small light that is held in a hand and usually gets its power from batteries. So we can see that every household actually possesses a torchlight and it is now actually become a necessity to the human. So the torchlight innovation, we can see it's evolving by years. The main component usually is a light source mounted in reflectors, transparent cover protecting the light source, and reflector switch and battery that all together being held with a case. So in this project, our component will be 15 components. So the torchlight is actually said to have a short lifespan and easy to be disposed. This can contribute to the global e-waste stream that's require a special management for its disposal. So it's important to know either the torchlight is actually a sustainable product or not. So my group will be discussing about the product life cycle of torchlight, the eco-design web of torchlight, and the eco-indicators from the production phase, use phase, and disposal phase of the torchlight to actually know either the torchlight is actually a sustainable product or not.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Razmi bin Muhammad Shafi'i. I will present about the literature review of this project. Firstly, what is sustainability? Based on competent data, highlighted that the sustainable development is a possible direction to steer growth into more equitable model aimed at establishing a balanced relationship between the three pillars, which is economic, social, and environment. And next is Baker view that if sustainability is perceived only from an economic point of view, the economy will certainly be improved profitably, but the consequence will be on the environmental and social impact. Next is for eco-design web. The eco-design web is a fast and simple tool that enables designers to qualitatively evaluate a product or design to identify the key areas on which designers need to concentrate based on Lofthouse et al. And next is the life cycle, and goods are graded at three levels, which is level of component, level of structure, and level of framework. Next is life cycle assessment. The LCA methodology allows a grader to create perspective, considering that the stages involved in the life cycle of a product or activity have a responsibility on the environmental consequence of it. LCA is an important tool to support decision-making process, and it is used in the waste management context to identify alternatives with low environmental impacts by Pedro et al. Next is the eco indicator. This approach is a powerful instrument to enhance current procedure and create new products in an environmentally friendly manner. By Mariza and Mobawa, 2014. According to Couple et al., the eco indicator is divided into three sections, which is production of raw materials, transportation of product, and disposal of waste. And lastly is the FMA. The FMA software can save a huge money, and time-based designs enables the customer to get a good product with the similar function with the original ones, but with a lower cost to produce by Nawawi. And next is the MFA is used to minimize the product cost from the product design through its life cycle, and it will be resulting a simpler product with the collaboration in design and manufacture. The basic process of the FMA is from concept design, design for manufacturing, and assembly, and the detailed design by Royce.
Okay, for the life cycle of torchlight, okay, we decide to divide the torchlight parts into 4 parts, which are barrel, battery holder, and lamp. Okay, so for the barrel, actually barrel is the cover of the torchlight. Okay, so first step for the barrier is a raw material. Okay, then the raw material to get the polymer, and then polymer go to the product manufacturing to produce a product which is a barrel, and then we packaging the barrel and then distribution to the customer. For example, hardware or electrical shop, and then the product end of life, and then we send to the recycle to get the original material, and then send back to the product manufacturing to produce the new product. And then for the battery, same as a barrel. We first step is a raw material to get the material of battery, and then we send to the manufacturing and then get the product. Then need a transportation to send to the home or user, and then the product was end of life and then sent to recycle to get the original material, and then sent to the manufacturing again to produce a new product. For the battery holder, first step is also the raw material, which is to get the polymer material, and then send the polymer material to the manufacturing to produce the, and then to making a product which is a battery holder, and then send to the customer or hardware or electrical shop, and then the product was end of life, sent to the recycle to get a original material, and then sent to the manufacturing again to produce a new product. And then for the last part is a lamp. Okay, same as the battery holder, also get a material from a raw material, and then send a material to the product manufacturing to produce a product which is lamp, and then need a transportation to send a lamp to the home or user, and then the product was end of life, sent to the recycle, and then uh, after recycle sent to the manufacturing product to get a new product. Okay, that's all from
Okay,
me.
now we will go to the discussion part, which is eco design web for the flashlight. This product is the primary function is to supply light energy to surrounding, especially in the night. This product mostly used during night activities such as fishing, camping in the jungle at night, or even used at home as an emergency kit when current is blackout. Flashlight is made up from several materials such as glass, aluminium, metal, and plastic. This material is mostly recyclable, thus it is safe for environment and rated as good. Next, for the material usage, there are 50 parts that make up a flashlight. All the part is made from material listed before. For distribution using lorry, the amount for packaging per trip is 100 units, which is quite high to reduce the trip from occurs oftenly. Thus, is it rated as okay considering far distance. The distance transported is 750 kilometers, covering all peninsular Malaysia. The product used element for this flashlight is rated as bad because it consumes power from the cell in order to function. For in return, when the torchlight is operating, heat is released to environment due to lamp operations. Next, this product is reliable and durable due to its material made from. Other than that, it also easy to maintain as users just need to change the battery to a new one when it is ran out of current. For the end of life, flashlight rated as good because mostly the component that made up from glass, aluminium, and metal can be recycled at the recycling center. Last but not least, flashlight can be shared used in a group of people to reduce the environmental impacts. Next, we will go to the improvement based on the eco web design. The critical elements need to be improved in this product is its product use because it is rated bad. In general, battery cell life cycle is short as it will end its function when there is no voltage left in the cells. So this characteristic has led to disposal issues. In addition, battery cells contains a number of heavy metals and toxic chemicals. So if it is not disposed correctly, it will raise concern over soil contamination and also water pollution. Furthermore, when the battery is run out, the user needs to repurchase the new battery every time. So in order to counter the environmental effect of battery cell, it is suggested to change this product source into renewable ones. The mechanism of the new product is by using the solar panel to convert the sunlight energy into current and provide voltage to light up the lamp. The figure shown is the solar type model torchlight that has been used in the market. Thank you.
This is the process tree of torchlight. As you can see, there is a fast materials needed for the production of torchlight. The battery production were actually excluded as it is an exceptional for this production. The battery were primarily used for the consumption phase. Back to the material, each of the materials undergo its own process in which to generate rubber for the torchlight is using the injection molding. Glass is using float glass coated to produce a reflector. Aluminum is using extrusion for producing small components. Plastic is using pressure forming for producing body or cover of torchlight. Sheet steel is using shape production for inner components. And battery is using electrolyte galvanized. This developed material will be transported to the manufacturers of torchlight for the next processes, which is to assembly and to packaging. Next, this torchlight is ready to distributed to the consumer. And at the end of its lifespan, this torchlight can be disposed of in two ways. One by recycling and another is by disposing with municipal waste. Based on the calculation on the eco indicator, the torchlight obtained 34.29, which indicates that the torchlight leaves a less impact on the environment. The output values of eco indicator are the translation of level of environmental impact, in which the higher the result, the higher the impact on the environment. The first section, which is the measure production and process, obtain highest value compared to other two sections. This can be concluded that the higher value is the result of the quantity of materials and process used in the production. However, the production of the battery is excluded, in which the battery is used during the consumption phase. If we include the battery in the material process, it surely the result will be more higher. The second section is transportation and energy use. The product was shipped from China, which are 3,525 kilometers away from Malaysia. Actual weight of torchlight is 300 grams are divided with the distance from China to Malaysia to obtain the torchlight weightage. The 1.5 volts of battery AAA are assumed to be used for the torchlight and are estimated to have a lifespan of 2 years. The output from this section were 10.21, which are lower, which is the transportation result for this torchlight is leaving a minimal impact on the environment. As for the third section, is the end of life management on each material. The materials chosen for the torchlight are designed to be recycled at their end phase, reusing, recycling, or incinerating the discarded product saves significantly more energy compared to the disposed product in landfill, which the product totally lost its residual energy. Only glass is not to be recycled due to it become the contaminant in direct recycling. Broken glass can contaminate other recyclable like paper, cardboard, which is will lower their value. Hence it is sent to the landfill for the recovery process.
The output for this third section is negative 97.64, which indicates very good, as the material were recycled and processed to be resources for another product. Hence, the materials of the torchlight
And
are
next,
circulating
let's we
in a
move to a
continuous way.
conclusion. From the eco-web design, we know that mostly the material used for the flashlight are glass, aluminium, metal and plastic. These materials mostly are recyclable and safe for the environment. From that, we know that this flashlight is reliable and durable due to its material use and also easy to maintain. Even though mostly the material used are safe, there are some parts that will impact the environment sustainability, which is the battery cell, because the battery cell has a short life cycle. So, to resolve this problem, we suggest the improvement for the flashlight to change from the related battery cell into the renewable ones. As the conclusions, we achieve all the objective for the assignment, uh, which is for objective 1, 2 and 3, and we conclude that the flashlight is one of the products that maintain the sustainability and safe for the environment. I think that's all from us. Thank you.